Everyone, in this video we are going to discuss differentiability of the function which is in parametric form. So what does that mean? Suppose it is given that y equals to sin x and z equals to cos x, and you need to calculate dy dz. So what you will do, from y equals to sin x, can you differentiate with respect to s and write dy dx equals to cos x? Similarly, z equals to cos x, differentiating, can we write that dz dx is equals to minus sin x? So from there now dy dz can we write as dy by dx and dz divided by dx? So dy by dx is cos x and dz divided by dx is minus sin x. Hence it is minus cot x, right? So similarly, suppose we have to do one more sum, like if x equals to 3 sin t minus sin 3t and y equals to 3 cos t minus cos 3t, calculate dy dx at t equals to pi by 3. At t equals to pi by 3. So first, if you calculate dx dt, what will be dx dt? 3 cos t minus, what will be ddt of sin 3t? ddt of sin x, that is cos x, right? So if you differentiate it, it will be cos 3t into ddt of 3t, that will be 3, right? Similarly, dy dt will be minus 3 sin t minus cos 3t will be minus sin 3t into 3. It will be like this, right? So your dy dx will be minus 3 sin t plus 3 sin 3t divided by 3 cos t minus 3 cos 3t. So you can take 3 common, it will be sin 3t minus sin t divided by again 3 common, so it will be cos t minus not 3 cos 3t, right? Can this step all of you understood? So now we have to calculate this for t equals to pi by 3. It's given that for t equals to pi by 3 we need to calculate. So I'll put t equals to pi by 3, right? So if I put t equals to pi by 3, it will be 3 sin 3t, so it will be sin pi minus sin pi by 3, 3 cos pi by 3, we can cancel out this 3, cos pi by 3 minus cos pi. Sin pi, if we know that sin pi will be equals to 0, so it will be 0 minus sin 60. What is sin 60? That is root 3 by 2, right? Divide by cos 60, that is half. And cos pi is minus 1, right? So it will be minus root 3 by 2 divided by 1 minus half, that is minus half. So answer is only root 3, right? So another one type of sum in this chapter you have, where y and z won't be clearly mentioned. It will be like differentiate log x with respect to tan x. So what you have to do, you will take y equals to log x and z equals to tan x. So that means you have to differentiate this log x. That means you have to differentiate y with respect to z. That means you need to calculate dy dz. Do you agree, all of you? So now your dy dx will be equals to 1 divided by x, and what will be your dz dx? That will be equals to sec square x. So what will be your dy dz? Dy dz will be, please do remember to write this, dy by dx and dz by dx. So it will be dy by dx is 1 divided by x divided by sec square x. So the answer will be 1 divided by x sec square x. Is it fine, all of you? I check that I have made mistake in the calculation of this sum. Just check, it will be 1 plus half. So this sum, it will be 1 plus half. So it will be plus 3 divided by 2. Hence answer I wrote it wrong. So it will be minus 1 divided by root 3. That will be answer. It is my mistake. Numerator. So after this, we are going to move to higher order differentiation. There is no need to worry for the higher order by seeing the sum. You have to differentiate once again. And please remember what I taught you, that I am going to avoid that square root and one more thing, that is denominator. So first sum, if I try this one, that y equals to cos inverse x whole square. So dy dx, what will be dy dx? Dy dx will be 2 cos inverse x, then into minus 1 divided by root over of 1 minus x square. So from now on I am going to write dy dx as y1 and second order derivative as y2. This is general term, so you can use it. So y1, as I said, I am going to cross multiply whenever I will get denominator. So y1 into this, that will be equals to minus 2 cos inverse x, right? That is square root term, so I am going to whole square it, right? So y1 square into 1 minus x square is equals to 4 cos inverse x whole square. Again, if I will differentiate with respect to x, just check what I will get. Y1 square into what will be ddx of 1 minus x square, minus 2x, right? Plus 1 minus x square, what will be ddx of y1 square? Check. ddx of y1 square, it will be 2y1 into ddx of y1, and ddx of y1, that will be my second order derivative, which is y2, right? So it will be 2y1 y2 equals to 4 into 2 cos inverse x into minus 1 divided by root over of 1 minus x square. Is it fine? Now I can divide this line. Now check what is this thing. Cos inverse x from here, just check what is cos inverse x divided by this thing. Cos inverse x, and in fact I can take 2 also, and I can take the minus sign. This is y1, do you agree? y1 is equals to minus of this. So can I write my next line as minus 2x y1 square plus 1 minus x square into 2y1 y2 is equals to 4y1, correct? So if I will divide this line by 2y1, dividing by 2y1, so then this will be minus xy1 plus 1 minus x square, I am dividing by 2y1, so into y2 only. So this side it will be 2 only. Is it fine? In the next video I am going to do another couple of sums by this method, and we will solve the higher order derivative. Please make sure any problem you have, please write in the comment box. Thank you.